And niko looking for a quick tap, and he can even smoke it if he gets a warning. Does he want to use it early or save it for later? Will be the latter. As Mongolz creep all the way in, they are going very far indeed. The flash will set niko off. He knows what's to come. They're flanking him as well through the ruins. niko's boxed in. Can he take anyone with him? No. Bartek jumps around that corner and hits a smooth opener as G2 are left to retake down Banana.
Azteca holding the line. His Glock delivers a double. m0NESY now moving in, leading the charge. xantares right up behind him. xantares taps out one. Oh, m0NESY adds another. This is a 2v5 that could get out of hand. It's just m0NESY left. Oh, and they swing him together. Nice. Annihilation with the close as Blitz draws the attention away from Spawn.
Yes, is that ring rust here for G2? These early rounds will answer our questions. Some great movement for Bartek there, but it's Azteca, I think, under a lot of pressure, under a lot of criticism. Not, I guess criticism.
AWP. Ollie over towards short, and m0NESY tries to play away from it. Turn from any flashes as well. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Bartek on the receiving end of a m0NESY flick. Never a nice feeling. Dead in the boiler, and now they've learned about that AWP. That might decide, where you look to end up. Gonna try and have your AWP make contact over towards Banana. Annihilation. Cognizant of this boost, jump spotting. Oh, a flick of his own, all right. Okay. 2 AWP flicks to open this up. Annihilation is one of these AWPers as well who can find impact on the T side. m0NESY getting stuck in again over at short, and that's the bomb now spotted. A lot of info on the back of that kill, and with very little time left, that could make all the difference. Rotate starting to come through. Azteca's blind. I think that's a team flash, but he still holds on.
9 seconds.
Down in the pit. JKS could win the round, but he lets them in. Can't deny it. Azteca finds more, and it's Mongolz with one hell of a round, playing it to the final few seconds, down to the buzzer, and they steal it away from G2.
Score who? Dude, Azteca is the real deal. That's unbelievable. He gets full blinded on the kill. Knife pull, thinks he's got it, goes over the top, finishes the job, covers the plant. Also, that was a beautiful round for the Mongolz. They should never win that.
Here we go, out through the apartments, into the JKS 5-7, but it's only good for one. m0NESY in the sight with the deagle, one to the dome. He's so low on health, but he still gets out with a kill. Not for long, as the nades will find him. That's giving you a route into the A play now. Bomb can look to get planted here.
Oh, the flank.
They might catch this timing on Blitz, and xantares has. Let him turn.
What did he want?
But he does deal with him. Gun now retrieved. xantares is armed and dangerous over on short, and one man's crept all the way up to the hay bales. The Mongols have no idea that he's here. Annihilation runs the risk of just getting backstabbed as he tries to play out on short. Doesn't check the close angle, and so that's a freebie from Hunter's CZ. Now it's just Azteca, and he's run at. They double peek him from the short side.
Oh, it looked like face it.
Yeah. Oh, boost up. Lovely way to get m0NESY's AWP involved, and nades bully and whittle down this double peek at top Banana. niko is stuck fighting, but m0NESY every step of the way is offering up resistance. Has he got any more? They're trying to bait him out with the AWP, giving him a jiggle, giving him a wiggle, and now the flash wrecks him through the molly. He's going to burn to death. That won't entice them through. That won't bring them into the action just yet. xantares is the only line of defense here, but he's got teammates moving around. Gonna re-smoke, replenish that top Banana util, and that keeps the Mongols out for now. Jiggling from the coffins. They just walk right on through, and xantares, that's exactly what he wanted. He takes charge, even retrieves that AWP, and he's now posted with his teammate in the spawn with Hunter there. There shouldn't be a way back in for Annihilation. xantares wants to go for it all, fires off very preemptively, we'll say. But that doesn't really give Annihilation an edge here. He's going to get double swung from spawn. Then xantares can look to get involved. There's no way to win this 1v3, and he knows it.
Good save. I'm surprised he's as committed as he was there in that 1v3, but really wanted to see what was on the table, see what was on offer. And we've already seen some very crisp shots for the Mongols, so individually coming in hot, and you'd need to. But man, xantares wants it. G2 starting to make a mid-round move back into Banana, retaking it as this mid play comes through.
They move out, but into this boost up on top of short. JKS and Hunter make quick work of it. Trying to get out down into the pit is Bartak, but in doing so, he's left in the prying eyes of Monacy. And going back up Banana, not the safety net you'd hope for, as there's two players still sat here for G2. Looking like a pretty convincing return to form from the G2 squad. They're even pushing down Banana, so Annihilation was on one hell of a timing there. And now they're going to start taking some liberties here, right? This is the freedom that comes with what they've banked up. They flash Hunter into the bottom mid fight, and he gets out with so much, softens up Annihilation for niko's nade. He will fall at the hands of Azteca, but JKS was teed up to get that trade. There's a route to the B play open. Azteca's low on health as he moves in to attempt the 1v2. Deep spawn smoke, but they could look to come through that. They arrive a little late after the bomb's planted, so now you might just have to wait out this smoke. Full belt util on both players, so they really get to nullify a lot of these angles here as they move in for the retake. Azteca goes swinging, and he might be low on health, but he brought us down at the 1v1. Monacy out of the picture now. JKS has got to do it. Has got to be that man. He knows where Azteca is. The flashes keep him off that bomb. This is masterfully done right now. He's called the bluff. Peeks out on the tap. And JKS will secure that round. Battered and bruised RG2 as the 1v1 goes their way.
That hurts for Azteca, man, but he did all he could, right? 2 flashes, doesn't swing off of it, and then the final tap, you've got to throw it. That probably won't do too much.
JKS doesn't have a gun. I think that's what they were looking for. He only has a USP here. Oh, this is weird now. A lot weirder than it needed to be. His teammate is nearly dead, but you also don't want to get caught lobbing the gun across. JKS and Hunter are both spammed out, and this gets real awkward now. This is a couple of unforced errors in this round that have come back to really hurt G2. And now you're in a position where you have to save. You know, you might be here, like right on the edge of being able to retake, but if nothing's offered to you, you're just saving. And so that one's going to hurt. Go check spawn, Hugo. Is there a gun? So he just forgot to buy. Fully just forgot.
But then why was Hunter running? Did he drop his weapon? I missed that completely. Like, that just doesn't happen at this level. No weapon? I mean, he got spammed out ultimately, so not the end of the world.
Yeah, but you know, it affects everything. It affects like the angles he's trying to play. I doubt JKS would have ended up on top of the cold box if he didn't realize midway through the round, like, wait, I don't have a primary.
Yeah, if there was a gun, J-Raz would have found it. So there almost certainly wasn't in the round. That is super awkward for G2. And hey, the Mongols go for an apps pop. This one looks a lot better.
It's so wild because like think about like what that did.
You just had nothing, right?
Across the entire round was like they had the info it wasn't Banana. G2 triple took Banana, but they didn't have bodies in place over the wall.
Limited by utility. It's going to be fast up long. Nothing to do. You can't stop this. Hunter's being wrapped. He has to turn. Last second he does, but the flash is good. Only allows for one and done. JKS needs this multi now. He's the last line of defense, and Azteca cuts out rotations. JKS cannot convert, and that is the sight. Do you risk it all on a 2-on-3? Many teams would say no. And G2 are many teams. It's sadly the right call. They've not got the money. You'd think they had more money, right? They saved all that money by not buying an M4?
Yeah. Oh, dude, no, this is, you know, this is kind of teetering on the edge of worst case scenario because that previous round happens with like the weird buy situation. You come into this one and you're like, don't worry, it's all good. Like, you know, we'll bounce back. And now you've lost this round. Your money is right on the edge.
Playing into your opponent's favorite map, even if it's not necessarily the best map, but it's the most tested map against EU teams. Oh, look at this play. niko not ready, not for a moment. Azteca goes right through that smoke. There is a kill to keep things in a 4-on-4. That bomb needs to be retrieved. Mongolz can't commit just yet. If they do, they'll be lacking the package, but they put on so much pressure on this B site, and Azteca's gonna keep going. Hooksy through the smoke, tries to be the hero, but it's only one and done. Techno flashing his way through, dodges the spam, and Mongolz own B for now.
Yeah, Hunter rests here on the other side of the smoke, and as it fades, he can stop this bomb plant, but he spams low, and the plant's up on the ledge, so they get out with their lives intact in the 3-on-3.
This is the kill.
Next kill decides a lot, and it's Techno to win it out. JKS now dead. The man advantage lies with the Mongolz. They spot the AWP back in spawn, and Monacy's picked up. Hunter's now knowing about him, whittled down by Techno up on top of the boxes. That's a defensive smoke. That's the smoke of a
FaZe, man, he's making me a fan, and Mongolz have the pace in this T side. They are running amok.
Hunter's flashed in for a long fight. Clean with the CZ. That's nearly a triple. Azteca was tagged right in the back line, brought down low, and now could get finished off by niko. Yeah. niko's going to respect this smoke. That's given Azteca a little more room to move in. Keep the pressure on from long in the sight. JKS falls first, and there's the backstab. niko arriving just a couple of seconds too late here, and a 2v3 for G2. Wounded on niko, tagged up by the nades earlier on. And he's had a very, very rough game here. Is he in the mindset to turn around like this back in G2's favor? He opens up with one. Hooksy's creeping up short, and niko sets him up with a flash. But one hell of a turn from Annihilation. niko's got to do it alone. They're both in the side. Live here, right? That would make everything so much easier for this G2 squad. You know, he's still been involved in other ways. niko's good at that, like finding ways to still have impact. He's got the most flashes on his team, the highest UD. So he's still been carrying a bit of impact here. But you want frags out of niko. That's why he's in the squad. He's not a support, man. He's not setting you up. He's meant to be the one going for the glory. And so expect to see something from him over towards Banana. I know he didn't fare well here in the first half, but this is usually where he looks to do his best work.
Yeah. If he gets his kill, he'll draw his team back. They can go for a B hit, but he's been smoked out. Oh my God, Blitz, does he think this is B? He's on a big flank right now. Hunter's holding on. Blitz forces that kill.
Is weird.
They're still ahead of it, but Bartek's got the spot, and there's a man in the sight.
Yeah, you know you've kind of forced them for the A play when they come out the apartments like that. Oh, mopped up. Annihilation is clean with the USP. And so now it is just niko in the clutch. 1v3, all eyes on him. And the Mongolz peeking from the graveyard, giving him a chance at this fight. niko might be a little lost in the sauce here, doesn't know the whereabouts of this three-man stack. He's got the info now. niko pulled the bomb, and it's run down by Techno's dualies.
If he had
so
his gun
close to the 1v3.
That was his.
But just stolen away. And the Mongolz now with a pistol under their belts, moving into double digits. I thought for a moment that niko was back.
Yeah. Limited by what's in his hands, literally. Could have landed. Monacy is up ahead of every expectation. Big opening kill, but he can't convert more.
Still, that's an invitation enough if you're G2, right? That one kill in towards the B site does get them interested, and they want a full send here with a coffin smoke down and CT locked out. It was meant to be free passage, but Annihilation finds a way to return the advantage to the Mongolz. More spam, but it's returned from the players at Banana. Backstab coming in from the Mongolz in the meantime, and the utils coming through to deny a bomb plant for now. That gives that much more timing to this flank that's coming through silently very late in the round here. And you can see Hunter,
he needs him,
trying to keep his wits about him, but doesn't want to just dedicate towards this flank angle yet. Goes back in, doesn't know about the second player. And so we're right back on 2v2. Smoke in at the coffins, going to try and lock niko out of the round. He's now got to wait behind that, tries to play through it, tries to play ahead of it. He will cut down Bartek, saves JKS's life, who goes on to get that final kill. And G2 on their force buy, break back in with their first T-side round.
Yeah, finally a round. It feels like niko can say, I did something, or I had impact. I've won something for my team. He gets the plant in, gets 2 kills in the post, makes a very risky.
Now he isn't able to find the man under the boost, and he's still walking into like a layered setup here. That is a USP doming niko.
Yoink.
They barrel through the smoke, and now they get the info that B's clear. The footsteps heard by Azteca over in top mid. If he could have knocked one player out of the round before falling, I think you would have seen the Mongolz try to give this round a go. The fact that he dies immediately Might make them just taper off. Look to save these guns that they've worked for. Yeah. That nade damage really makes it so, right? Like any idea that they were going to try and contest this round is out the window when Blitz gets brought down to 30. And so G2 now 2 rounds away from tying this game up. They've kind of gone through the easier couple of rounds here. The real challenge is coming up next. Yeah, no,
hey,
fair play.
That's how you should do it. Get your info out and then mold. That's how you should do it.
We saw the fight from Artag's POV. It was kind of wild. So, yeah, fair play that one gets under your skin a bit.
niko still with his head strapped on, though. Ooh, oh, no. Oh,
yeah.
That's unlucky. He's 5-0 in opening duels.
Yeah, Blitz wants to fight here. Ooh. He's taking a peek down through middle.
Aware.
At the same time that Annihilation was throwing up on that boost, but ends up on the receiving end of the Monacy AWP. Blitz very clearly wants to be active and fighting in this round. He didn't actually purchase up extra util, so kind of an oddity considering it was a pretty like cash-strapped round for the Mongolz anyway, and he's the one guy with extra cash. Didn't get a kit either, so all this stuff is, could very easily come back to hurt the Mongolz, especially considering they've started a man down now. Lacking the util to take the momentum out of a side play, and then if you end up in the retake, well, not only are you a man down, but you're working with the 10-second defuse, so G2, this is like a perfect chance for them to really get back into this game.
Smoke to give them room to move between. That molly still spreads a little bit. He's got to play in the open. Has Tekra on the pillar right now, and his teammate at the back of the bomb site. This is so uncomfortable. niko with a clear. It's not perfect. Azteca swings with a flash, but he can't finish the job. Last bullet onto Huxi. That bomb is very deep. G2 must go searching. They must go hunting, and Monacy snipes him down from afar. He gets legged. This is uncomfortable right now with no smokes down. JKS is so far away. 20 seconds waiting for this flank, and even when they get it, it might not be enough. Bartak is still a problem piece. Up with the AWP. 13 seconds. He knows where that bomb is. They're coming his way, and Monacy hits the 1D. Mongolz once had with 6 rounds in a row. G2. Oh, that rifle full blind. No way. They get 2 kills up top B. Monacy, of course, keeps things interesting, and that molly will put Azteca in problem. Nate does it instead. And so Mongolz, well, they wanted the guns. They tried to retrieve them. They get punished. Can't sit pretty for long.
Well, Techno, a P250 and a dream in the 1v3 site hold. His teammates very, very far away. And so you're kind of hoping that Techno can do the impossible here to even cook up a scenario where you look interested in this round. 1 kill would be enough to do that for the Mongolz. Oh, but he's getting pressured. He's boxed in, and they will run him down. Even though the Mongolz are all here, the AK grab is nice for Bartak.
Surely not.
Won't fire off the flash. We still don't know he's deep up through Banana. But they're positioned to deal with exactly this. Dark player going to go swinging, and there's Hunter with the close. 5 in a row for G2 as they tie this game up.
Good signs from Mongolz, from Monty. Let's see if they can put a foot in the door right now. Jumping out of apartments. Some crucial trades from G2 needed here. JKS will provide. It's all up to Blitz.
I can't believe he's gotten so deep back within the site, but just falling shy of that kill. And the outcome of the round's been decided. Mongolz are already left to save. This one only lasts a few seconds. It feels like a very, very fast round from G2. A real change of pace on the immediate apps pop. And the Mongolz were not ready for it. A little awkward there. You know, I think Blitz was left with so much responsibility after Azteca and Bartak both, you know, kind of fumble their attempts of containing that push through the apartments.
Saw some similar rounds in the T side for Mongolz, right, off the back of winning a slow B round. they just go for a quick apps pop, and G2 were often caught off guard and out of position. We saw a couple of missed rounds with JKS. Same thing happens for Mongolz. They are moving between positions when G2 jump out of apps. And so there was just no way they were going to be able to either get a multi-kill or buy enough time in their positions. Nice call from Huxi. And G2, what a streak on this T side.
Mongolz, G2 with a plant in the 5v5.
Don't want to save here, but it's unfortunately the best option. Oh, that's what you
need. Suddenly they've been given a reason to give this round a go. 3 players on the backstab. Boost up, over in spawn. Hunter goes looking for this kill, and he nearly finds them both. Monacy's looking down Banana. The flash gets him off the angle. Right here are the Mongolz, but Monacy repels the first man in. More where that came from. Hunter holds it down from the pool, and then JKS goes... They're a little more active over towards Banana this time, right? Lobbing in that deeper util, but they don't hang around to fight for it. They don't hang around to contain this. And I think, this has been a bit of a problem for the Mongolz, right? G2 have often had a serious foothold at top Banana, almost for free. And if you're going to give a team like G2 this much room to kind of make their plays, to stake their claim over on this side of the map, they'll take it. Time and time again, they'll take this space. Feels like a gift to be getting it for so little util, so little, damage even exchanged on the early nades. The Mongolz are having to play very reactive Counter-Strike, right? They don't know what's happening till the exec is coming their way, and that's a scary way to play the game, especially when they're not really employing these gambles a hell of a lot, right? It's pretty standard 3-2 split. So now they learn it's the B play. So much is weighted on these first few fights, and at least Azteca's going to start it off nicely for the Mongolz up on this boost. Tries to take it one step further. niko moves in and will get taken out. JKS and Hunter trade it back into the 3-on-3, and they look to punish this AWP on the swing. Hunter is channeled in right now, laser focused on completing this comeback, on turning the game around. And they now stand about to find 14, breaking the Mongolz money as we get into the final few rounds of this game, unless this retake can come through.
Missed Molly as well. It's perfect, but it's not on JKS, who could have been burnt out. 20 health, and the flank is coming through for Monacy. Lines that shot up, sets JKS up for one more, and he's buying just enough time to win this round for G2. 14 now, and it is in the palm of their hand. They just have to close their clasp. G2 with a phenomenal T-half. Azteca, what a cheeky boy. He gets a kill off the boost. He pulls back so that G2 won't see him. They expect him to drop. But still G2 with a statement right now. Monacy swings mid. He finds Blitz. And it's starting to unravel here in round 26.
Oh, that hurts. Yeah. That hurts so much. If you're Bartek, you could see how dedicated he was to chasing that kill down.
He had to.
It was like mentally in his head. He's like, no, this one is not getting away, but it does. They feed the beast, and niko taps out one of these B players, and so the B defense now falls just onto Techno. Annihilation could even get caught, walking the line over in mid. Wherever G2 go, they're the favorites to win this round, and they're going to move into B. The red carpet rolled out by niko. And so just Annihilation left. And he should be a dead man with this boiler lurk so late in the round, with players still in mid trying to hunt him. G2 really want to try and deny anything being saved from the Mongolz, and so they're all hunting him.
And he, read a few rounds wrong, but this D side, he's just been confident, and he's been back to his usual tricks. How is he alive? I couldn't tell you, but he's punished Azteca. He's got his revenge from what happened in the last round of the first half. niko throws it right back in his face. And really, that's all that matters. That's the good part about a game like this. Even if niko goes a little quiet, it's still a monstrous T side for Hunter. Monacy with an ace. JKS returning to form. And so reassuring is the word you use. There is no better one, as G2 are ready to close this game.
Oh, and that's how it's going to unravel with parhaat dead down in the pit. This one is a done deal now. G2, they're being very methodical at clearing all these angles, but they've already owned the site. They've already won this round with the backstab coming in up through mid. It will be accounted for by G2. They've gone out, they've explored the extremities of this A site. They've not seen anything. And Simonisi, it's like that first half all over again, right? He's just AWPing down into the choke point and middle. That's a real sign of the times play. Just barreling through the Molotov to certain death. And Blitz 1v3, not long for this world. He's living on borrowed time here, and he knows it. G2 swing.